today? Well, it's almost the middle of October. It's a beautiful day in the mid-20s degrees Celsius. So we decided to have a barbecue. So we got some steaks, some wieners, and we're gonna do some potatoes a little different. Very easy and simple, but absolutely delicious. We're gonna put it in the oven. We're not gonna use the wood stove oven today. We're gonna use Mom's new oven that I bought her. Thanks to all the views, thanks for you watching. I was able to earn that money through YouTube to buy her a nice little oven. Actually, it's very nice, better than the one that she had, which was terrific. So it's a convectional oven as well. It's gonna do us well. So we're gonna put some steaks on. Some beautiful steaks. We're gonna turn down this heat. Probably don't need that one on. So let's get our beautiful, beautiful steaks. I'm just gonna lodge them on right now. Add a bit of seasoning to it before I moves it around. So let's get some papa rays and some salt and pepper, some onion powder, and garlic powder. Very simple ingredients. Very simple spices, very simple. So we're gonna add some salt. Bit of pepper. Papa rays, you heard me talk about this a lot, almost in every video, and we definitely use it a lot. It is one of our most favorite seasonings. It is gluten-free, salt-free. It's one of the best. It's Newfoundland made. So if you want to support a Newfoundland family, it's an older gentleman that's just out to share his seasoning. Something that he made for years with Newfoundlanders and people across Canada and even from around the world. I'll have a link in the description where you can get it on Amazon. Make it very easy and simple for you to get it in places where it's not available. So we're going to add some onion powder, just a little sprinkle. We don't marinate our steaks very often. A lot of people do, and it's great marinated. Got to put that over there for our potatoes, our little potatoes. Some garlic powder. We go through a lot of garlic, and we do use some fresh garlic when we can. And these are coasters that Papa Ray gave us. We got 3 of them. They are amazing. Great people and a great product, great seasoning, and we love to support local. When something is really good, we want to support it. Just going to put the wieners up there for now where I can't keep an eye on it. I don't want them to overdo. So we'll put them up there. We're going to move our steaks over here on the heat. Keep a close eye on it. We definitely don't want our steaks to overdo. Mom likes hers done a little bit more than what I prefer. But I can have steak either way as long as it's not overdone. So we're going to go back and work on our potatoes. So the sun is out. It's beautiful, warm. It's actually too warm for my sweater. So we're going to dice up these potatoes. We're leaving the skins on. And we want, you know, like that size, what we're looking for. Something like that. I think we're going to add water to the bowl. We don't want these turning just yet. It's going to take a while for me to dice them all up. We got some reds and some Yukon Golds from my garden. It's a little different. Having my potatoes instead of Father's. The harvest is not going to be good this year for me. But it's all a learning process. Next year might not be as dry, very dry season, hardly any rain. And I got to get my vegetables in the ground earlier. So that means my vacation time has to be taken earlier. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. But you learn as you go. You don't get upset with the process, you just correct it, move on. At least they're not rotten in the middle. They're pretty good. They look real good. Skins is pretty good. So believe it or not, Mom do like the skins, although little pecks when we're having all clean potatoes, she really irritates her. But these guys here, she can definitely have. Put the skins on. So these are already washed. I took the time to wash them. Beautiful red potatoes. Beautiful. Beautiful Yukon Golds, I believe that's what these are. Want some variety. So we definitely want enough for leftovers. You know, whenever I cook, whenever Mom cook, we like leftovers. We love leftovers. If you're going to be in the kitchen, if you're going to take time cooking, I mean, some people don't like leftovers, but the way that we look at it, if we're going to be in the kitchen cooking, we want enough to do us at least a couple days. And this is a very simple recipe. You can put whatever herbs and spices you want on it, but we're going very simple, very basic. I'm not going to use all these potatoes. And these are nice ones. These little ones are so nice. They are perfect. Don't get upset with the American Cup. There's a story behind it that we have told many times in previous videos. Just a few videos ago, I told a story again about the American Cup. It has to do with Mom and Dad's friends in the United States when they were down there working over 20 years ago. So if you want to hear about that story, go back and watch the video. We don't get upset over politics with friends, and we definitely just don't disown them because they're Americans. We got some beautiful friends that are Americans. I think that's almost enough. Don't want too much. So it is a nice story about those cups, and Mom looks after them. I mean, they're just like new and they're over 20 years old. Because there's a meaning behind it. So that's all the potatoes we're going to use. I'm going to dry those off there and put them back for later. We're just going to pat them dry. And I don't know if I should add the oil first or not. Probably should. And again, the oil is avocado oil. So we're just going to add the oil. If you want a dispenser like this, then I have a link in the description where you can get it on Amazon. It's a beautiful, beautiful dispenser. Now, it would have been nice if I actually had a spoon to mix that oil around. Oh yeah, there's plenty of oil. There is plenty. Yeah. You want all of the potato well coated in oil. So you mix it around. Last one on the floor. Get it in the bottom. There's oil in the bottom. So as you can see, there's oil at the bottom. So we got lots of oil. So you want to turn everything around. Toss everything so it all gets coated. Perfect. This is a secret ingredient, and no, it's not Mom's secret ingredient. It is not sugar, it's onion soup mix. And a pretty big box for just 2 little packets. So we're going to see now how much we're going to use. Probably shouldn't have taken all that off. But we're going to take 1 teaspoon at least. And You don't need normally a lot. So we're gonna put that in there, and 1 tablespoon should be enough. Should be enough. Let's give this a mix now. Yeah, that'll be enough, I think. Actually, we're gonna put 1 more in there, I think. Do we need 1 more? I don't know. I don't think we do. It's hard judgment. Let's go with half. Let's go with 1.5 tablespoons. 1.5. There we go. As we got it mixed up now, hopefully the other side now sees a lot of it. Now really, if you only want to use onion soup mix, you don't need anything else. But we got papa rays. We're going to add papa rays as well. Give it a nice coating. There you go. And it's just a sprinkle over the top. We're going to do some black pepper. Get that down there. We're definitely going to use some salt. Help enhance the flavor. We're going to be using some onion powder. Nope, we're not, because we got onion soup mix. We're going to use a little bit of garlic. So a little bit of garlic. There we go, just a sprinkle to your liking. You want a lot, you want a little, it's all up to you. We're going to give this a good mix. Turn it all upside down. Get everything coated on bottom, on top, on the sides. There we go. And we're going to pour that oil that's in the bottom over the top of our potatoes. You can see it all coated nicely. Look at those colors. It's going to be absolutely delicious. Look at that, beautiful. We're going to take all that goodness out of the bowl and we're going to spread it over the top. Look how gorgeous that is. Look at the colors. This is perfect with grilling any type of meats on the grill, on the barbecue. And that's what we call our grills, the barbecue. Look at that, it's absolutely beautiful. So let's spread out our potatoes. You know what? I got the perfect amount. Well, and Mother wasn't even there to tell me how many spuds I needed. Look at that. I can cook. It's just I get Mother to try to talk as much as possible. Sometimes she adds things to the dish, and if we're not talking about it, we're not going to notice that she added it. Only when we watch the video, and then we wonder what did she add to that dish. So we got to get her talking and keep talking so that we know exactly what she's doing. So sometimes if you think, oh, you don't know how to cook. Yeah, I know how to cook. I love to cook. But Mother's cooking and mine, well, I'm very fortunate, and I know a lot of people would like to have the opportunity to be able to go back and document their mother's cooking. And I'm very fortunate to be able to do that now, to document Mom's cooking. That's why I want her to tell us everything she's doing so that I know how to duplicate those recipes and how you can duplicate the same recipes. So we're very fortunate, aren't we, that we have channels like this that we use old recipes from our mother, our grandmother, and we're able to share it. And I think that's very special. Very special indeed. So all that goodness. It's good oil. Don't worry about that oil. It's good oil. Now, Mother did tell me that I have to clean up. I don't know if that's in the rental agreement or not, that I have to cook and clean as well. We want to cover these spuds while it's in the oven. We're going to put it on about 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to cook it for about 35 minutes, but keep checking it. We want it covered, but also check it for tenderness. You're going to decide when you want to take this out of the oven based on your preference. If it's soft enough. So we're going with 400 at 35 minutes. Might only take 30 minutes, might only take 25. So keep checking it. Use the fork. See, is it tender enough? But it looks absolutely beautiful. We're going to cover the tray just with foil wrap. Try not to make too much noise with the foil. I know it's loud on camera because of the mic. So just cover it. We're going to check it in about 25 minutes. Just see, is it at the right tenderness. So let's do this. Always nice to have a sample piece. Beautiful taste on it. I prefer those types of wieners. There's probably a lot more processed stuff in it and everything, but the all beef wieners, I'm not crazy about. I likes those wieners the best. These steaks are just about ready. The sun is starting to go down. Getting dark so early now. We're going to put those wieners up top. They're almost ready for the sauce. So the sauce that we use is a Kraft barbecue sauce. It's a sweet and sour. Right here, because Dad is not allergic to it. Dad's allergic to tomatoes. So this one doesn't contain any type of tomato, and there's very few sauces out there, barbecue sauces that and well, we all know tomato-based pasta sauce you can't eat. So he usually uses a white sauce, Alfredo, for most of Dad's pastas. So, and of course, a lot of my viewers already know Dad's allergy, inflamed joints. A lot of people have commented on it and can relate to it. So if you know of any other barbecue sauce, a really good barbecue sauce, a thick barbecue sauce that doesn't contain tomatoes, leave it in the comments. I want to know about it. And we'll definitely check it out and give it a try. But we love sauce on our steaks. A lot of people don't, and I know I've said many times that, you know, we like the taste of the meat and we don't like adding too much to mask the flavor. Now I can sit down and eat that without sauce, but sometimes I do love sauce on it because it's not just the taste, but again, everything brings back memories. That's why foods are so important to us, and our mother's food and our grandmother's food. We have a connection with it, and that's what's so important, is that connection that brings us back to when we were a child and going to our grandmothers, or when you come home from being outside playing and mother got certain things cooked and the smell of it. I mean, that's the connection. So it's, some people might taste the same food and say, you know what, I don't know why you're crazy about that food. Like, what's so special about that food? It's just, it's just mac and cheese, Why do you love it so much? But they don't understand the connection. They don't understand the memories when you go to eat that mac and cheese. Bring back those memories of when you got out of school, in elementary school, and your mother had a big pot of mac and cheese made. People don't understand that connection. And a lot of times our foods is all about that connection. And not just for our parents, but a lot of time it's the community connection. You know, I grew up in a small town of 150, 175 people, very small community. There'd be lots of potlucks, lots of gatherings, community gatherings, different foods. So for us, like a cold plate with your salads, that's a famous get-together meal where I grew up. Famous at weddings, at graduations, family gatherings, you know, different times of the year. Cold plate was a regular thing in our community. So it's not just the taste of the food, but where it brings you to. It brings you back to those wonderful days of growing up, surrounded by family, surrounded by friends, surrounded by your community. So it's the connection that it brings us to the food, is the connection. And some people don't understand that connection. Some people might watch my videos and say, what's so great about that food? It's just pretty simple, pretty basic. But growing up in a small community where we always got our moose, you know, whenever we had our license, we always got our moose. We always got our fish. We always got our codfish. So you depended on the land, you depended on the water to get your food for the winter, to help out with the cost of living. And a lot of times it's just being out on the water that means so much. We went cod fishing this summer. We didn't catch any cod, but it wasn't about the cod. It would have been nice, of course, to bring up a few cod, but it's the connection with the water brought back those memories. And it was a incredible trip. Incredible trip. We so enjoyed that day and love to be able to do it again next year. So this is almost done. And again, you might say you're smothered in sauce. You're going to lose the taste. You know, this sauce has been around a long time. And I remember camping when I was only, 7 or 8 years old and younger. And on the weekend, on a Sunday, we'd have a barbecue at the camper. Brings back all those memories. The sauce brings back those memories. Now, would I load this up with other sauces much? It's hard to say. I've definitely loaded up with this sauce. It's just a feel-good feeling when you eat foods from your childhood. And this steak is done. Question is, how much longer for our potatoes? 20 minutes. Just over 20 minutes. So we got a little bit of weight. We'll put those steaks on warm. Beautiful, beautiful steaks. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. We're going to enjoy today's supper. And that's what I find amazing as well, is the word supper. The word supper. I thought that was a Newfoundland word because I never heard it anywhere else across Canada. But then I started hearing it different places on YouTube in the United States. And it's like, wow, I thought it was only a Newfoundland word, but apparently not. We're going to turn everything off and turn it back on in about 5 minutes left to the potatoes. She'll keep it pretty warm and we'll soon be done. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. There we go. Beautiful spuds. Beautiful. So these taters, these potatoes, cook perfectly. Seasoning is incredible. So good. The steak with that flame out there. When I left it to warm up, I kind of charred it a little bit too much for my liking. Oh, a little bit of crunch on that one. Beautiful. You can see the crunch there. Oh, nice. And it was a good thing that I oiled that pan, even with all the oil on the taters. Oh, that flavor of the onion soup mix. Beautiful. It started to stick on, so I could have used a little bit more oil, even though it looked like a lot. Look at that. Nice, nice crunch right there. Still a little bit of pink. Oh yeah. Very nice on the inside, as you can see. Beautiful. Still a beautiful char on the outside. Those taters are incredible. Simple to make. Can't get enough of it. If you enjoyed this video, check out the one over off our traditional barbecue with the baked potato and the rice. And we'll see you in our next video.